Tamara. I'm a student of Stars University, and I'm going to teach you on two different things: how to insert image on your website and how to create other lists in another list on your website. And before we dive into the presentation, I need you to have two different things right now. You need to have our code editor and also our web browser. The web browser could be whatever web browser like Google Chrome's or whatever. For the code editor, you can have Visual Studio Code. I recommend Visual Studio Code as your code editor. So do not waste your time. Let's jump straight into the presentation. So I'll open the Visual Studio Code, and I've already created our folder. The first thing you should do before proceeding with the presentation is you have to create a folder. You can create a folder by going on your desktop and pressing it Control and Shift T and press N to create a folder and name it whatever you want to name it. For me, I'll name it as well I277 final exam. Then after you create a folder, you need to create a file. The first file you create in your index.html is the first home file that you should create whenever you are working in Visual Studio Code, because the web browser can be able to round off index.html and understand it than any other one. So you name it whatever you want to name it, but just anyway or extension as HTML because it's what we are working in. And create another file again in the same folder and name it list.html because we are talking about what list. We'll be discussing other lists and other lists. Then in the same folder, you should go and take an image from your phone or whatever on your computer and just place it in this folder. So I already placed our image in this folder. So let us jump straight there. So what you're going to do here is that you're going to hold a shift key and press exclamation mark and enter because this is a default setting by Visual Studio Code. So let's type in here my website, my website, and in this body that create image. That creates image is the first thing we're going to do, create image. And in this image, two things you understand in image. You should understand the CRC, which is the source of the image, and the ALT, which is the alternative or is an attribute of the particular image. So meaning, like for example, if we write a code and we don't get the referral syntax on the code, you will notice that the image will not show, but the alternative, which is the attribute, will show. If that main, it will count the main. So let's type in it. So the source of this particular image is like this. See, cheerful dash young dash man dot jpg. So just write it in here. See, you see, as you guys see, it already in the folder, so that's why it's highlighted. So that click on it, and in this attribute, the image attribute is man. So now if you go in your live server, because if you don't have a live server, I ask you to please go on NM's web browser right now and download live server. It's very easy. You're able to view your live server. You're able to view your code faster while you're working in Visual Studio Code. Just press on live server and see what will happen. So you press on live server and see what's happening. So you see, but default, the reason the image display like that because we didn't get a width. So they'll go by and get a width. They get a width of let's say 200, sorry, 200 pixel. So let's go by again 200 pixel and view in our so you view it. So you see how it is. It's what 200 pixel. So we come back, we done with image. So now we come into list. So in creating list, we come back the same thing in list. Press the shift and enter. So the first things we name it list. We name the document list, list list. The first thing in there you're going to create a order list. So is the type order list. So press enter. The first in the order list is the list of item number 1 is apple, apple, and the list of item number 2 is mango, 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 and the list of item number 3 is a book, book. And we come by here, we come to order list, on order list rather, so it have a other list. We create a list of items. Let's just continue with the same apple and see what I'm trying to tell you. APPLE. Then list of item number 2. We come to list of item number 2. List of item number 2. We come to mango again. mango. List of item number 3. List of item number 3. We name it as well. So if you go now in your browser, if you go now in your browser, sorry, you go to the live server, and view how it be like. So the order list, the order of the item is matter, meaning it will name 1, 2, 3. So apple, mango, book. For an order list, the order of the item don't matter. It came with bullet point, apple, mango, and book. So this is how we come to the end of the presentation, and I guess that you understand something when you're talking about order list and how to insert image. It's just a simple idea just to scale you an understanding. So thanks for listening.